Hi, this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands, and I'm here with the week 3 challenge papers. We also have a week 2 and a week 1. I'm going to show you week 1, which basically is a mini kit. And it doesn't say week 1, but I put them in the Facebook group in the first week. Valentine papers. So today it's Valentine's Day. Oh, happy Valentine's Day, by the way. I forgot. But I didn't make anything with this yet. I have to do that. Still, maybe I'm going to do it off camera just for fun. And we also had these, like little the hearts. I created a, sorry, I have to grab it, a belly band with these elements. So that is also in the Facebook group for free, only in LineDotArrow, and there are for a small fee on my Ko-Fi page. I also have different free papers on my Ko-Fi and different ones on my Pinterest, and most of them do not come in the Facebook group. So if you are in the Facebook group but you still want to search for other papers, go visit the Pinterest account and also the Ko-Fi shop. Okay, I made a video when I showed you the mini journal, the vintage Valentine kit, this one, that I said I was not going to do challenges anymore. What I meant was I do not create papers like this morning. Think of a challenge, create papers, and then make the video, edit the video, post the video, make the event, share the event with the hosting Facebook group, put all the papers in, put all the papers on Ko-Fi. A lot of those things I still do. The only thing that I have changed is that I don't wake up on Saturday morning and thinking, oh, I need to come up with a challenge today. What I did was pre-create papers when I made all those kits, because we have 4 to play with. And I print them today. And now I'm just thinking, what am I going to do with these papers? So I still have challenge videos. Maybe I will skip 1 week. I don't know if something happens in my life, but I will still have those papers. They are not specifically tailored to the challenge that I'm going to do, but the challenge that I'm going to do usually works with the papers. I hope this makes sense. But the pressure of coming up with a challenge and exactly create matching papers every week for 3 weeks in a month, I stopped doing that since this month, and it gave me so much peace. But still, I like to do challenges, of course. So let me clean my desk, and no, I have to still show you the papers. I'm so confused. Okay, it comes in A4 size. It's a 3 pages. Also comes in US letter size. And if you're smart, you can also use these. You can cut out little elements from this, turn them into little tags, just saying. And also, this is great paper when you download stuff, to always have this one also. So when you see this one, you see it over here, you think, oh, it's from LineDotArrow, because obviously I can't put a logo on a journal page. Some people think I should do that so it's easier for them to recognize, but no, I can't do that. It looks silly. This is a free paper, which I have to say myself, I absolutely adore. Then I have one that is matching with the collage, torn kind of vibe. And I have tags with little pockets. And rose cards, which I also like. So, yay! New papers to play with. Let's clean the desk now and really start crafting. Need the ones from this week, because I have been cleaning my craft room. It's been 2 weeks that I sort of finished that, because I'm not really done. Sorry, I had to adjust the camera a little. But when you clean your craft room, you find so many items that you know you have but can't find, or think, oh yeah, I'm going to use that one day. And this is the envelope punch board that is from We Are Memory Keepers, and my son gifted to me on Christmas. I think it was like 5 years ago already. And I did use it, but I struggled using it. So today I sat down for quite some time trying to figure it out because everything is in inches, which is difficult for me. But I managed to do a sort of translation over here. If I'm correct, I'm guessing this is in, well, let me put it this way. I measured one of the papers. I did a lot of things wrong, but I finally managed to make, look, an envelope. Or it can be like this. And this is from the second week papers, which, look, it's so cute. So I thought, yeah, let's do something with envelopes. I made another one which was slightly bigger, and in my opinion it doesn't work. It looks odd, but I thought, well, what else can we do? I could glue it down like this and have a top load, so a tall skinny. And of course you see the foldings over here. And this is the first one I tried, which I absolutely ruined, but I managed to make a square sort of envelope from it. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually craft with that one, but this one I really like. And this one is absolutely, for me, the best one I ever made. So I'm just going to measure in centimeters, and I think, if I'm correct, yes, I had 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters, and I think in inches that is 8 by 8. So, okay, let me show you over here. 8 by 8. Which makes no sense because 20 centimeters this, I scored at 8.5 to make it easier for myself, but it doesn't. Oh, the card, this is the card size. Ah, okay. Okay. I think this is the translation. Let me see, because, yeah, this is completely in inch. Ah, now I get it. I have this thing for so many years. Okay, what I'm going to do is use, I think, where's the other one? I think I first use this one, and I'm going to create one sort of on camera. If it doesn't work very well, I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to try. My Tim Holtz, I think it's called Guillotine, I'm not sure, but paper cutter, the big one, and it has an extended thing over here, and I think, yeah, it is, this is, because the 20 centimeters apparently is not 8 inches. It's 8 something something. So I'm going to cut 20. And I'm just going to take a little piece off over here, because I want as many different colors on here as possible. And then I'm going to, no, it doesn't matter. I have to flip, sorry. Because otherwise I'm still going to cut off this side. And I'm going to cut this at 20. So basically you have these pieces left over, which you can still use, of course. And what I've learned, sorry for the noise, is that I need to score at 8.6, which is very difficult because I obviously can't see 8.6 centimeters. So this is in inches and this is in centimeters. But this is 8 and this is 8.5, this one. So I'm just going to score at 8.5. Well, first I'm going to punch. And then I'm going to score. And now I don't need to measure anymore, because you can just rotate and line this little sticky out thingy up with the previous score line. Punch, score, rotate, line it up with the previous score line, which is not very easy to see. it's not easy to see. Wait a minute. I'm just folding it. So it's a sharper line. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. Score. Oh, I forgot to not score, punch. And now I need to score. I forgot to. Sorry. Yeah. Score, rotate, and line up this one with this one. And just score, punch. I think I did a good job. And I'm really, yeah, it was a learning curve for me. But I think a lot of people have these. Oh, I forgot. You also have a corner punch to round the corners. And you can do that over here. Like so. Now first going to score this way. So the fold is already made. Oh, I forgot this one. I always forget one. Well, always. It's not that I use this a lot, because I find it very intimidating. Oh, I made an envelope. I'm so happy. Look, these are excellent. Oh, I like this. Okay, now I need to think about how I'm going to, because maybe I want it like this. Doesn't really matter, does it? I could also make this into a different direction envelope, like so, and have it like this. But I'm going to do it like this. Ooh, I love this. So let's do some inking. I did not decorate the inside. Maybe I should have done that, but I'm going to do something else to do that. But I'm basically inking, and inking is optional. If you don't have ink, or if you don't like, well, to do the inking part, because it obviously is a lot of work, you can also skip it. It's not necessary. It is optional. Probably inking too much, but yeah. And you can also close it like this, but I think closing it like this is more pretty. What I'm going to do on the inside is using a stencil. But I'm going to create my own stencil. I already created it, by the way, because from the, sorry, I have to grab them. From the previous papers, the last week, we had those heart-shaped images. I cut them with my Scan and Cut, and then you obviously have the cutout piece. So I cut around it and I created these, look, these hearts. And I thought, why can't I turn this into a, oh, sorry, that's my phone. So I put off the sound, and I'm just going to do this. It's not easy, but I think I can do it. I'm just trying to see how this looks. And if it's not looking great, I'm going to do something else. I could still put some lining in, and this actually looks kind of cool. Not sure how much I need to ink, because obviously you're not going to see the whole thing. Oh, I definitely need to ink a little bit more. But yeah, you can make heart-shaped stencils. Okay, I think I have it covered now. Yeah. I have to say I'm not extremely happy how it looks, but I am going to leave it. Because it's still a little bit too white for me. Okay, I'm just going to do this over here to make sure there's no white. Something like this. I think this can work. I want to sew around this envelope, but I also thought maybe it's fun to use these on the envelope. And I'm just going a little bit off topic because that's what I want. I want creative freedom, not being restricted to certain papers that I created for the challenge, because I have those lovely portraits also this month. And I want to use them. I'm not going to wait until the next time that I'm going to craft, because that was what was holding me down. I always had to use the exact challenge papers, which I do like. I'm not against it, but it is restricting me to work with the other papers. Oh, she's cute. I think I have these a little bit smaller too. Small. Oh, and I also have these. I have not printed the complete papers, not the whole set. I just printed a few. This one is smaller. Does this fit? Not really. So no, not going to work, not going to work, not going to work. So obviously I need to do one of these. So if I'm going to use one of these. Oh, she is really romantic. Okay, I need to use this heart-shaped element. She looks a little bit like my mother-in-law when she was younger. Obviously, she's not around anymore. I'm going to use this one. Use all the elements. You can also use like florals, of course. Put florals. Oh, I haven't cut it. Florals behind. It doesn't have to be a portrait. And if you're not a people, I don't know how to say that, but if you're not a face person, because I have a design team member that says I'm not very good with faces, and I get that, because it's a different way of crafting with faces. It is. It can be a bit creepy also if you don't like the faces too much. This one I do like, but sometimes it's difficult. So I do get what she said. But yeah, if you don't like faces, you could also use like, well, like I said, the floral elements or ticket or whatever you want. Still debating if I need to go for a bigger size, because I could also add a ticket. If I do it like so, maybe like so. And then add the ticket over here. Could this be something? No, I'm not going to do that. I think I will stick with this. Sorry, changed my mind. I think my glue is stuck. No, there it comes. This is the best tool I ever got. Also, this was gifted to me by my son. Well, he gave me a gift card from our craft store. So I purchased. Okay, this one is also not fitting. But I will make that work. Obviously, I'm not going to use the ticket. I am going to use some fabric. So I have my box of fabrics over here. Some blue. Blue. Do I have pink in here? Yes, I have some tula. Chu? Do you call it chu? I don't know. We call it tula. Let's see. I think I want this. Maybe like so. Adding some glue so I can stick it down right away, otherwise I keep changing my mind. Like this. I had another piece. Where's the other piece? Over here. Just going to glue it on like so. And I think I want a piece of this over here. Like so. I also want this on for sure, but I also want to do something with this tula, and I also want this. Over here. So yes, and thank you all so much for the support that you gave me in the Facebook group. I posted something I was really upset about. It started last weekend, and although everything is sort of sorted, and I say sort of sorted because for me the misery starts now. Because my pages were shared in a Facebook group, and yeah, I still can't get my head around it because there were pages in from these series from last week and the week before. So yeah, you should have, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say too much because I have I have said already too much in the conversation, which wasn't a fun one. And like I said, it is sorted out, but it leaves its marks, and it's not it's not on its own. This thing is not standing alone. I have so many behind the scenes things that oh, I could write a book. And sometimes I think, okay, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the one. But then again, I also look and see the people that are in my team, like in my design team. And they are the best people. So obviously I am capable of making right choices. But yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much because it really, really makes me sad. And I honestly want to give up everything. I just want to, I said to my husband, I'm not going to do this anymore. This is enough. It's like I said, it's hard to talk about. And I know it's not the worst thing in the world. I know that. But for me it was, because and I don't want to sound like I don't wish other people a good things, but sometimes I have a feeling, because I started in 2020 and I noticed that a lot of people that started in 2020 with their Facebook group and with designing are struggling more than people that start today. Because yeah, I don't know why that is, but it seems to make a difference. So I already struggle a lot to have everything going, which I'm very, very grateful for. But having things like your free paper shared in a Facebook group is absolutely not funny. And I will spare you the details, but it was a weird story. And like I said, it's not something I forget. I have an extremely good memory, which is super handy because you can keep up with a lot of things. But it's not easy to forget things because I know things from like 20 years ago, very, very, very detailed, that hurt me, which is freaking annoying because if I didn't have a good memory, I wouldn't be hurt so much. So yeah, I would like to have a less functioning memory. But I think age will bring me that. But yeah, like I said, I was really, really sad. I'm still sad. And my husband and some friends convinced me to not give up. They allowed me to vent, although I couldn't tell everything in detail, of course. But yeah, they allowed me to share how I feel. So okay, I think I will do something like this. So I have to glue these together to make sure these are on their spots. And then I have to glue this one on. I like tulle. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's difficult to glue on. This one has a little sparkle on it. And obviously it doesn't stick. Let me get some tape. Oh, I just have some paper tape. And I'm going to put on like so. Not too much, otherwise I will ruin my sewing machine. And I think I will, I like this. I will put it on like this. But I'm going to sew around this element and I'm going to sew around the envelope. I still not have the setup that I can show you the sewing, but I am still working on that. So let's stay hopeful I can do that one day. Still deciding if I need to add this on here. No, I think I will go for this. So I'm going to sew. So I stitched around the envelope and also around the images. You can see that on the inside. So now I'm thinking, should I or not should I decorate the inside? But I'm not going to do that. Maybe if I create another one, I will do that before I sew on stuff. But yeah, let's glue it together. And I don't mind if you see this. It is what it is. It's pretty paper. Let's see, I need to put glue over here. Yes. And then you have this one over here. Now I want to add a little closure thingy on here. Maybe this piece. Yes. So I'm going to add the ticket, 2 of them actually. Get you. Okay, I need to make sure that I do it on the right way. Slightly higher. Yeah, it still works. So this is the envelope I created today. I'm pretty happy with it. Now I do want to use this one too. I really like this one. I can record it, but I'm going to do a quick recording. So this is going to be a little bit speed up, so you can still see what I created, but not going to take, well, over half an hour. So yeah, let's do that. So I'm using one of the pink portraits. I'm going to use a piece of paper as backing. It's a leftover piece from the previous envelope basically. And I'm going to add fabrics and such things. And some tulle. And now I sewn it on the piece of paper, and I'm going to rip that piece of paper. And the white is going to be inked, so it has like a little aged effect, a little bit more, because if you rip it in a different direction, it's going to show more white. You're just peeling off the top layer basically. Cutting the fabric to size. And now it's time to work on the inside of the journal. I'm going to use a stencil to cover up all the white. And of course it's not the inside of a journal, it's the inside of the envelope. I'm just adding the stencil flowers over there, inking the edges. I'm also adding a stencil on the front side, so the floral and a little leaf, not too much, but just a little something. Glue on the collage that I just created. And now it's time to add the closure part because I want to sew that on too. And then I'm going to sew around the whole envelope. I sew this one together. My sewing machine is having issues, so that's why I have to cover the messy stitching up with some fabric tape. I'm not sure what's happening, but it's not working. But yeah, I don't know. We will see. I will fix it later. Made the tuck for the closure over here. Although it's not really working. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. So let me clean my desk and then I'll show you what I got today. So I created this one together with you in real time and this one a little bit in a speed up video version. I think I just made a tiny error on this one by gluing this closure part a little bit too low. Well, I can adjust it just a little. Yeah, I can do this. So yeah, I made 2 envelopes. I really enjoyed making them. I used the punch board from We Are Memories Keepers. Finally, yay! I did not use this paper and this one. I think I will add this one to the journal that I'm going to create. And they come in USL size and A4 size for free in the LineDotArrow Facebook group. Use the hashtag LDA February Challenges 26 for your post. In the hosting Facebook groups, 3 in total. LineDotArrow, of course. 2 Sister Jam is joining us. And Sophie's Crafty Corner. Which means you can post in those groups with the free papers. Then you post with the hashtag. If you post like this, your post will count as 1 entry. If you use papers from the kit, although this is with the kids, so this would basically be 2 entries. But if you did not have any elements from the kits on, it would be 1 entry. There will be a winner's drawing at the end of the month. 5 digitals in each Facebook group, so 15 in total to give away. And I also will do a little giveaway very soon because I'm going to I want to do a live video very soon. And I want to spin for these, but also for the belly band. So like little send out gifts that can fit in an envelope. So yeah, this is it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, maybe you want to leave me a like by leaving me a thumbs up. Leave a comment, hype the video. Please do. And yeah, I hope you like the challenge. You can create this. You can also create something completely different. It doesn't matter as long as you use the papers for free or a combination with the purchase kits and the free papers. You can just join in with the challenges and be part of the giveaway. So yeah, have a nice day. Stay safe, stay creative. Greetings from the Netherlands and I hope to see you the next time. Bye bye. Bye.